Is the method to my madness? Let's do it. Right now, I'm going to remove the R8 casters from both of the smart carts for the smart bench and the smart station and install the R8 smart casters on the cart for the smart bench and the smart station. But wait, I just said I was going to remove the R8s and install the R8s. These are the new ones, the new version that has been completely updated. They got the same name, so if you order one today, this is the one you'll get. This is a fantastic product. The R8 SmartCaster was designed specifically to meet the needs of the smart wood shop. I contacted the designer, the founder, the owner of Bennington SmartCasters, Bob Bennington, and told him that I loved his smaller R7s, which I got a set and tried them out a few years ago. I said, but I need them bigger and stronger. And through months of Bob building custom sets, sending them out, me beta testing them, giving him feedback, hours on FaceTime and on the phone, this was the end result. And I've had mine going on both of these for over 2 years. The set that's on these, in fact, this is one of those, is the original set that meet the end. This is the set that everybody got. There was a few tweaks after it that I didn't get, just to continue to improve. But recently, in the last couple of months, I talked to Bob and he said that he was making them even better. So he sent me the 2 new sets. I did a deep dive on the differences. And let me tell you, as good as these are better. And everything about them, everything has changed. So it's not just an incremental thing, it's revolutionary. And I'm going to put them through their paces, of course, because I didn't beta test these. These were straight from Bennington Manufacturing, and they do feel really good in my testing and stuff. And I did put one on this cart ahead of time when I made that other video because I needed an original R8 to do the comparisons. But that is the only testing I've done. It's been a week or so, but because the other 3 are these, I haven't noticed any differences yet, but we shall see. The shortcomings that I've noticed in these R8s over the couple of years of really using them in the shop and moving them around and putting some wear and tear on them is that in the Smart Bench, this is lighter and they work really good on this one. There is a little bit of drift. It's like sometimes the wheel, like right there, see there's nothing on the floor, but the rotation of it kind of, it kind of hangs up a little bit and wants to push back a little bit. It's real minor because I just pushed through it. You can see that, you know, it rolls really smooth. It's more of the directional change, and it seems to be just on this wheel. So it could be an individual wheel. Maybe I put a lot of wear and tear on it. And when I tell you about the second issue, which is really only on that one, these carts have been swapped back and forth, and it could be this wheel was under the load of that one and may have caused a little bit of issue, a little wear inside. This issue is really a non-issue. I wouldn't replace it for that. This one over here was a bit more of an issue and some frustrations sometimes, more often than I would like. And it has to do with, I believe, the weight that's on the Smart Station with the table saw. That is a saw stop job site or compact table saw. It is a heavy beast. It's little, but it's heavy. It is about 80 or 90 pounds. And it's in its cradle, and it cantilevers off the bench, and the wheel is back in here in front of it. If you calculated the load this way because of that cantilevering, it puts a lot of stress on the casters on this end. The other end, even though the weight's the same, the load is a little different. On this end, because it's cantilevering that way, it's probably taken a little weight off this side. I've never had any trouble on this end. Up, down, locked, up, down, ready to go. So again, I think it's me pushing it really hard. So I've noticed that I get that kind of wheel catch. It's not really a catch. It's more like the rotation of the wheel, the friction on the floor. It's like there's so much of a load on it. The wheel is having a hard time rotating. It wants to stay in that position. And when I want it to go that way, it still wants to push that way until I get it to go. I'm having trouble right now. I think it's with this caster where it doesn't matter how I lift it up and down, it won't go into the retract mode. So again, I'm wondering if the load that I've put on this and the wear and tear over 2 years has caused something to deform or misalign or break even internally. Watch the video where I go in a deep dive on the differences, because everything, 100% of everything changed on the new R8, but he totally redid the internal design, and things that rotated before don't rotate now. It's amazing. He took a great system and made it even better. So I'm hoping that the new R8s won't do this. So hopefully video picked that up. This side did what it was supposed to do, and it was in its deployed position and it retracted. This side, I could feel it drop down and it went back up, but it stayed where it was. It did not change from deployed to retracted. Now I'll get the new R8s installed and then we'll test it and we'll see how smooth it is and how easy it is to deploy and retract, see if it's just a little bit better. The carts are identical for both, and it takes a little longer to break this one down because of the tools being on it. And this one, I can break it down, get the cart removed, and have the cart on top ready to work on it in about 60 seconds. So I'm going to do that. And then while this bench is set up and not on wheels, I will use this bench top to move all of these tools over to here so they're easy and I'm not putting them on the floor back and forth. Then I will take the cart that I did here, slip it under this one, and then put all the tools back. And then I'll have that cart to put back on here and do the final thing. So that is the method to my madness. Let's do it. We're off to a great start. First off, it has nothing to do with the casters, is clamping this cradle to the bench, allowing me to get way out here and lift. Gives me a lot more leverage where all this weight is. Even though I am lifting the heaviest end, I don't have to go up that much. So I can quickly do this, and it's set or deployed and retracted every time I tried. The wheels feel real smooth. The other ones felt great too, though. But it's subtle, but I do think they're rolling better. And what I'm noticing mostly is maybe because the wheel is wider and slightly bigger, and it also has the either double or quad bearings in each caster, really nice casters. I think they are able to carry the load and rotate a little smoother. So you can see I'm not getting that hang up. I do have one issue. I'm going to tackle it, not in this video, but I want to tell you about it for those that have the original R8s and upgrade to these, or if you start to these. Like I said, this was the first one a couple years ago, and this one is new. This is the one you'll get, not this one. R8. It's just, this is the new version. The bracket, the mounting bracket, has been squished down a little bit. I think that actually strengthens it, even though it's still the quarter and powder coated and all of that's the same. And the holes are drilled slightly differently. These are CNC or laser, so these are perfect, and these were more, I think, by hand, and so they were really good, but they could move a little bit. But also, I think they're positioned slightly different. I mounted these where the two holes for these were. I had to do a little adjustment, but it was like a millimeter just to get the bolt to go in the hole. And what's happening is it's up and it's deployed and it's rolling smooth, but there's a little bit of drag. It isn't the wheels, it isn't the casters, it's the rubber feet on the cart are barely touching, just enough that there's a little bit of drag, a little squeak. You can hear that's the rubber to the concrete. In some ways, it might actually be good because it gives a little friction, because this thing, it'll just push and roll across the room. But I do think I want to get it right. So I will dismantle everything. I'll actually probably do the other cart, do it with what I learned here, and then swap them again and test it out and check. I'll put my affiliate link for the R8 and the R7 casters in the description of the video. I'm going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsor that brings these videos to you free of charge. If you'd like to get a detailed set of plans to build any of the Paulk Smart tools, the Smart Bench or the Smart Station, isn't that amazing? A full wood shop on a workbench on wheels that I can move anywhere around the shop. One of the many smart tool accessories like the Smart Cart, the cradle for your benchtop tools, the brand new dual router table, the single router table Gen 2, the panel rig which goes on the Smart Bench and turns your Smart Bench into a fully functional door bench, and at the same time doubles as an edge banding bench. Or the Smart Wood Shop itself, there's a link in the description of this video. You can go there and purchase plans and download them 24/7, 365. Thanks for hanging out with me in the Smart Wood Shop. See you on the next one.